Let's go over Star Wars Episode 9, the final film of the Skywalker saga and the sequel trilogy alike. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, these past couple of weeks, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film. As you all know, they're filming over in the UK, and after that, they plan on filming in different locations such as Italy, China, and Jordan. Now, looking past everything here with Star Wars Episode 9, one of the big subjects has all to do with writer and director J.J. Abrams. The man who started it all, the entire sequel trilogy, is actually going to be ending this trilogy. The final Skywalker film in the entire franchise is a very important task for J.J. Abrams to complete in a satisfying way for a majority of Star Wars fans around the world to enjoy. So, looking at Episode 9, you guys may or may not have heard a couple of weeks ago that some rewrites were actually happening with the script for this movie in order to make some adjustments, not only for the characters of Chewbacca, Luke Skywalker, Rey, and Kylo Ren, but also for some of the new characters entering into the overall plot of this movie. Again, we do have 7 new characters coming into the mix of Episode 9. Now, the big debate here about J.J. Abrams essentially rewriting elements of the script of Episode 9. Some people view this as a sign of weakness in writing in overall script, and some people actually view this as J.J. Abrams embracing the idea of adjusting things in the overall story that'll work better and will be more satisfying to the fans around the world. So I, for one, believe that J.J. is just trying to be very careful. I think that he realizes the stakes here of the Star Wars franchise. I think that he realizes that Episode 9 is most definitely a make or break situation for the sequel trilogy. At least that's how I view things, with people having a lot of bad taste from The Last Jedi by writer and director Rian Johnson. Episode 9, to me, really has to get it right and create some exciting moments that'll really fuel a lot of love within a lot of people around the world for Star Wars as a whole. Something that a lot of people are just going to have a lot of adrenaline watching a film and just a lot of excitement. That's what we want to see in a Star Wars movie. Something that just makes us, I don't know, just have a really fun time and enjoy ourselves at the theater. And for me, seeing The Last Jedi, I didn't necessarily feel that. You know, I was very much disappointed with a lot of what was done with that film, and that's why a lot of people are hoping that JJ is going to knock it out of the park in Episode 9. So for him to be rewriting parts of the script and elements of, you know, certain characters for the movie, I think that JJ is being very careful. I think that he knows what's going on social media and, you know, the internet as a whole. Disney and Lucasfilm, they know this. They see everything, you know. I don't think that they're not looking on the internet. They're looking, and they do see everything that's happening. I believe that they do realize the stakes here when it comes to Star Wars. Now, of course, you know, a lot of people are very angry and very upset that Kathleen Kennedy, you know, and her Lucasfilm deal got extended up to 3 years. However, apparently she won't be involved creatively as much in Episode 9 like how she was with The Last Jedi, so that's one thing to think about here. But as far as J.J. Abrams rewriting Episode 9, do I see this as a sign of weakness in writing? Not necessarily. I think that this is most definitely just J.J. being very, very careful and maybe even realizing that he caught some mistakes in the, you know, the beginning of, you know, principal photography and going through the middle of it all and realizing how it's coming out into play here on film and making some adjustments on paper for later scenes that will be added in during post-production. I mean, a lot can be done. Now, what if, let's say, for example, February of 2019 comes around, a couple months go by, the trailer releases, and after the trailer, alright, we do hear news that they're actually doing a lot of reshoots. Should we worry? Well, not necessarily, because once again, Solo: A Star Wars Story, if you look at it in this light, they reshot 80% of that movie. Can you believe that? 80%. And to me, that movie actually ended up being pretty solid, to tell you the truth. Do I think it was as exciting as like a regular trilogy movie? Not necessarily. I think that The Force Awakens just tops Solo: A Star Wars Story in my opinion. I always like the trilogy format. There's something about it that I just like. But looking at episode 9 and all, J.J. Abrams rewriting portions of the script apparently, as we have heard these past couple of weeks and months on and off, I think it's a good thing. I think that JJ realizes some mistakes here and there, and he's course correcting, certain elements within the plot of this film. But heck, I could be totally wrong, and it could be that maybe it could be a sign of weakness in writing, for all I know, right? But I would love to hear from each and every one of you below in the comments section. What do you think about adjustments being made in the script for episode 9? Is it a bad thing? Is it a good thing? Do you worry about this? Or are you more excited about this? Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about that. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.